um how do you feel as being a female barber in, like a male dominated space, as they say? Like, do you feel like that's presented a challenge to you, or no, not really?
Of course, I feel like, and I love that I can speak on it because a lot
Uh-huh.
of people have their own perception and their own thoughts and opinions on it. And being a female, people will think like, oh, it's so easy. You can just get clients and just because you're a girl. And it's really the opposite. I have to work and really have a better cut than everybody else in the barbershop just
I can.
because I'm a girl, like literally. And I don't know why people think, oh, she a girl. Like, you can, like, even the guys that I worked at the barbershop, it's no way you shouldn't be booked up. You need to be going there, grabbing their hand, telling you to sit down. And it is not like that. Like I tell people all the time, being in the barbershop, I can be next to, we're going to say Carl. I could be next to a Carl.
Uh-huh.
And Carl could give a mediocre cut.
Right.
And they would be like, yeah, bro, it's good. Dap him up and leave. Pay
Uh-huh.
them.
Uh-huh.
I could give the client the same cut that Carl gave him.
Uh-huh.
Nah, I'm gonna need you to fix this, and it's not looking right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's because of my gender. I know
Right,
that's it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to be 10. I have to like really come hard. Like I gotta come trim every time. Like I have to.
Man, that is crazy. You
Yep.
know, I could feel you on that. It's a little bit different down here in Atlanta, I think, but back at home, back in Ohio, that's where I'm from. I know some female barbers, and I know
Mhm.
it's a struggle. And
Yeah.
I'm a barber instructor, so the female students that come through the program, I would kind of see the feedback that they would get from some of the
Yep.
customers that would come in, and
Mhm.
it could be a challenge. It shouldn't be like that. A cut is a cut. If it's a good cut, it's a good cut.
Yeah. Right.
If it's a
Nitpick.
good cut, it's a good cut. Um, so now I have seen that, some females. Well, let me ask you this. I had a client one time that came in and I was cutting his hair. And, he's sitting in my chair and he just said something along the lines like, man, do you know such and such, this female barber? And I was like, no, I don't think I do. Like, what's up with her? And he like,
Mhm.
man, she's so fine, she cold. And I was like, he like, I'm thinking about going to her. He like, she do this, she do that. And I
Right.
said, okay, okay, all right. But from what he said, he went instantly to her looks and her
Appearance.
appeal,
Yeah.
versus her haircuts and things
Yeah.
like that. So, do you think that might be like one of the reasons why my male barbers think that female barbers has it easier?
I think so because of the appeal. Because I feel like I see people, I see barbers, and I see their Instagram. So I'm like, okay, the cut is cool, and it's like they're putting their stuff out there in a certain way, which
Uh-huh.
I get it because it's social media. But at the end of the day, that really separates, and it's not to talk down on anybody that posts their self in a certain way, but it
Uh-huh.
really do separate just like me from my craft because like I don't really post a lot of pictures on my Instagram. Like I don't really post for my body to be in the camera or nothing like
Right, right,
that. I
right, right.
me doing what I'm doing. So I feel like that also that does give people like, oh yeah, it's the girl, like she's showing this or she looked like this. So of course people will come because I feel like most guys they probably would take that risk if it just depends on the mindset. But yes, I
And
honestly
I
do
and
think
I
that
seen and I
a
seen
lot.
some of the females like they'll massage your hands with the oil, they
Yeah, like
massage your shoulders. And I know a lot of guy barbers they not trying to do all of that.
no, because it's barbering. I mean, it's not massaging, but I mean, I get it. Everybody gotta have their niche. So I
Right,
understand.
right, right.
I don't salute to the people that do it, but I just feel like that's just doing a little too much going on for what we're doing. But I mean, it works for some people, so I don't know. I
Okay.
guess
Well, have
everybody
you
gotta find their niche.
right,
So
right, right. So have you ever had any like creepy situations, being a female in the
um
barber industry? Like have you ever had any creepy situations, stalker situations with male clients or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not stalker, but I've probably had one situation that happened when I first started cutting and I was traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And
What happened with that?
it was it's so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny just thinking about it. But anyway, I really didn't know what I was doing, and I was shaping him up, and I was like in front of him, and he like grabbed my butt and was like, "This is love at first sight."
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's probably the only thing I could say that's been like creepy. And then my other incident, I had somebody that ran off of me. Like, okay, like with the money.
Wow. Hold
Yeah.
on. So I want to talk about the person that ran off on you, but before I get about talk about that, you
Yeah.
said this guy grabbed you. Like how did you handle like how did you handle something like that? I know it's a lot of female barbers that's going to be listening to this episode.
Yeah.
Like how would you handle something like that? Now were you in a location by yourself? Like was it other barbers in the room, male barbers in the room or something? Like how did that go?
So no, we weren't. I wasn't in the barbershop. I traveled to him to a rec center, and so just me and him. And I think it was like a cafeteria kind of sort of setup. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. So when he did it, I was just like, no, we're not doing that. And I was like, I'm finna go, like, But I finished the haircut, and I told him like, you can't do that. That's disrespectful. And he was like, I'm sorry, but it's just still like that's the reason. Even that's why I feel like everybody should carry themselves a certain way because unfortunately, even if you do carry yourself in a professional manner, people, girls or guys, for that sake, if they just crazy in the head, they gonna do what they gonna do. So I could definitely say like just being stern, but I wouldn't like honestly like he still follows me on Instagram, but I wouldn't service him again just because like that's not okay. Like it's just not
Yeah,
okay.
man, that's not okay at all. That's
Yeah,
ooh, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Hopefully, you know,
Not that I
if
would have any other situations like that. Like
yeah,
most of, I feel
yeah,
like my clients respect me.
and hopefully the if it's any male barbers in the atmosphere or around, they try to protect you.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, back to what you just said. You said somebody
mm-hmm.
ran out on you. Like,
Yeah.
tell me, tell me what happened with that.